All right, let's talk about it. We are diving into one of the biggest, most common questions for anyone who wants to start coding. Which programming language should I learn first? It feels like a huge, overwhelming choice, right? Don't worry. We're going to break it all down into simple, clear steps.
And isn't that just the perfect way to put it? You ask 5 different programmers, you're going to get 6 different answers. It's so true. Just like a car, the best one really depends on what you want to do with it. Are you planning on going off-roading, or are you just trying to get to work every day?
That is the million-dollar question, isn't it? And that's exactly what we're here to figure out. We're going to cut right through all the noise and give you a solid game plan so you can make a choice and feel really good about it.
Okay, step 1, and honestly, this is the most important one. Before you even think about code or syntax, you have to ask yourself one thing. What do I actually want to build? Your goal is your compass here. It's what's going to point you in the right direction.
And this is where it all starts to click. If you're dreaming of building cool, interactive websites, then JavaScript is your world. Want to create the next smash hit app for iPhones? You're looking at Swift. For Android, that's Kotlin. And if you're fascinated by AI and data science, Python is the undisputed king, no question. For all you aspiring game developers out there, C#, especially with the Unity engine, or C++, are your tickets to that world.
So, you've got your goal. Now, let's make your life a whole lot easier. You want to pick a language that lets you spend your time actually learning to code, not fighting with weird, confusing rules and error messages that make no sense. The easier it is to read and write, the faster you're going to feel like you're actually making progress.
And, when it comes to being easy for beginners, a few languages really do stand out. Python is famous for being so clean it almost reads like plain English. JavaScript is awesome because it runs right in your web browser, so you get to see what you've made instantly. And Ruby is another fan favorite, known for being really elegant and simple.
And just look at this. This says it all. On the left, in a language like Python, you want to say hello. It's one simple, intuitive line. On the right, well, that's what it can look like in other languages that need a lot more setup just to do the same basic thing. As a beginner, which one would you rather deal with? That simple syntax lets you focus on the big ideas, the what and the why, not just the complicated how.
Okay, let's switch gears. What if your goal isn't just a hobby project, but a full-on career? Well, if you want to turn this skill into a paycheck, it's a smart move to look at which languages are actually in demand in the job market.
And when you look at the job numbers, some really clear patterns pop out. JavaScript pretty much runs the world of web development. Python, like we said, is an absolute powerhouse for any job in AI and data science. And for those huge, complex applications that big companies run on, what we call enterprise software, you're going to see a ton of demand for Java and C#.
All right, this next step is a secret weapon that a lot of beginners miss, but it is so important. Learning to code is tough. You are going to get stuck. The key is to make sure you're not alone when it happens. Choosing a language with a huge active community is like having a support team ready to help you 24/7.
So what does a strong community really give you? Well, it means way more tutorials and online courses. It means you get help, like fast, on forums whenever you hit a wall. It means there are tons of open source projects you can look at to see how real code works. It just means more resources, period. It makes the whole journey so much smoother.
And surprise, surprise, the languages we keep talking about, Python, JavaScript, and yeah, Java too, they have absolutely massive communities. You pick any of these and you're pretty much guaranteed to find the help and resources you need whenever you need them.
Okay, we've talked about goals, beginner friendliness, jobs, and community. Now it's time for the final and maybe the most important step of all. And this is the one that's going to take all the pressure off. Don't overthink it, just start. This right here is so key. So many people get paralyzed trying to pick the absolute 100% perfect language. That pressure, it's a myth. Your first language is just a tool to teach you how to think like a programmer. It is not a life sentence.
Think about it like this. Once you learn the fundamental concepts in one language, stuff like loops, variables, functions, that knowledge sticks with you. Learning your second language, or your third, is so much easier than learning your first. You're not starting over. You're just learning a new dialect for ideas you already get.
And really, that's what this all boils down to. The charts and the job stats can only get you so far. The best programming language for you isn't the one with the simplest syntax or the most jobs on a spreadsheet. It's the one that gets you excited enough to actually sit down and start building something. It's the one you'll actually use.
So you have the framework, you know the steps. The only real question left is, are you ready to jump in? Pick the language that speaks to you, find a tutorial, and just start. Who knows what you'll create?